Hello and welcome to Cards with Kelly. Welcome back to my channel. I am so happy to have you here, and it is my honor to do a tarot reading for you today. I really wanted to do a reading for you for December. I do already have a December general reading up, but I was called to do a really quick mini mid-month reading. So the divine has something else to tell you. So this is going to be for all signs. So whatever your sun, moon, and rising signs are, this could be for you. My reading is also technically timeless. I am posting this for mid-December. However, all my readings will have different meanings for different people at different times. And so if you are scrolling through my videos and this video popped out for you, there's a good chance, even if the timing is completely off, that it may have a message for you. Now, knowing that, I highly encourage you to scroll through my videos and see if one pops out for you. It may just be something that you're needing to hear now. Let's dive in and find out what is going on for you and why the divine was tapping me on the shoulder telling me to read for you today. As I'm laying the cards down, the divine is telling me this is about love. Okay, this is about you and love. What's going on for you in your love life right now, mid-December, or whenever this reading finds you and calls to you. Okay, the first card that I have is Sacrifice. So I get the sense that you may have already gone through a sacrifice when it comes to love. If not, this may be coming up very quickly. You may feel like I'm hearing the words unfair. That just wasn't fair. It's just not fair. So I'm feeling a lot of injustice feelings there. So hopefully that wasn't too, heartbreaking for you. But I do feel like it just wasn't okay. It wasn't fair, and it felt like a real sacrifice that you had to go through something or put up with something or even let something or someone go due to circumstances way out of your control. And the divine wants me to reiterate, there's nothing you could have done. You didn't do anything wrong. This was literally just out of your control. So if you have any blame on the inside, take it out, throw it out. You don't need it. So the next card that I have is Wisdom. The divine is saying that if you look closer at that situation, there's some wisdom you can pull out of it. So for example, if something happened and just before that you had a really funny feeling, then know that this is one of your lessons to learn to trust your own intuition. So every difficult moment, it's funny, I just did a live reading on one of the other social media platforms, and this was a really big recurring message. So I guess the divine really wants this out there today. Every difficult situation we go through actually ends up giving us a life lesson. I call them golden nuggets. So even though there might have been a pain and a sacrifice that you had to go through or you're going through right now, know that there is something beautiful coming out of it, some kind of knowledge and wisdom that you can have going forward. So allow whatever that is to bubble up to the surface. You don't need to go searching for it. I feel like just processing it and thinking about it, it will become obvious to you. I feel like momentarily this may have actually affected your health in that it may have made you feel really down, really drained, really blah, just that like, what's even the point? Like I just feel like this really flat emotion and attitude, like, oh gosh, what's even the point, But they want you to keep hope. This is the hope card. And by the way, I'm using the Blessed Bee Oracle deck as well as the Greek Mythic Oracle deck. I find that these two decks speak really well together, and so I literally put them in one deck, and I feel like I get a beautiful, more clear picture from my cards. But they're saying hang on to hope, okay? Don't give up on hope yet. This isn't going to be the way things are always for the rest of your life. This was on purpose. There's a lesson you were supposed to learn here, and you will be able to learn that lesson and have a better experience next time. So they want you to, and the divine wants you to focus on balance, okay? So focus on, now this card is prosperity, but they're telling me to look at the balanced part. The guides and the divine want you to focus on balance. So how to have balance in your life. Like, yes, look at the difficult times, but also look at the lessons and the journey. Yes, look at where you've been, but look at where you're going. So they want you to have balance when it comes to processing all of this. This is the ending card. This is, you know, the death of an old cycle. They want you to know that's not going to happen again. So if this is in a current relationship, then just know that this pattern is over. That person's not going to do that again, or this situation isn't going to happen again. If it's someone, you know, in your past, like maybe an ex, that cycle is over. So if they are coming back trying to reunite with you, then you know what? You can maybe talk to them, because I feel like that won't happen again. If they're not coming back and this is someone really in your past, just know that the lesson has been learned. You're not going to have to repeat that lesson over and over with like different people. That lesson has been learned. It's over. It's done. That's not going to happen to you again. So thank goodness. They want you to keep going straight ahead, right? Straight ahead this way. Keep going. Don't stop at go. Don't collect 200 or whatever for Monopoly. They're saying just keep going. Don't close your heart, because that's not who you are. Your nature. Look at that. Your nature is to be loving and loving love and wanting to be in love. And so let yourself sink into the romance, maybe the romance of the season. You know, here where I live, we're getting ready for the winter holiday celebrations, and there's a lot of romance and beauty around that. So let yourself sink into it, that, enjoy that, be love, be romance, be love. Don't let your heart close up. So they're saying there's a bit more, so I'm going to shuffle a bit more to see what else they want to say. And while I'm shuffling, if you like the video that I'm doing here and other videos, I would love it if you would hit the like button. Apparently, I'm just learning this because my channel is quite new on YouTube. Apparently, when you hit the like button, it tells the YouTube algorithm that, you know, my videos are liked and are providing value, so they're more likely to then try to share them with other people who wouldn't necessarily see my readings. So if you like my videos, then perhaps we could share this magic with more people. Those who are meant to hear this message will find us. And the other thing is too, if you want to subscribe to my channel, if you haven't already, I would love it if you would, because if you subscribe to my channel, I can continue giving you value readings like this, where they are tapping directly into the energy of those around and hopefully giving you some really clear guidance as to what you are going through and where to go from there. Okay. And if you want notifications, you know, to let you know when I upload another video, hit the little bell. It will notify you when I do upload a new video. And that part is your preference. If you'd like to know exactly when and be one of the first watchers. Okay. Yeah, I get the sense that some of you have held a real sadness in your heart, eh? Have you been carrying around some deep sadness? Maybe from those old sacrifices and some old lessons that you had to learn. They're saying, you know what, you don't have to hold on to that forever. Let yourself do the work around it. So learn from it, incorporate that. Let it change who you are for the better. But then let it go. Do the work and then let it go. And then that's that, you know, sink into the romance of the season, or sink into you at this next level, this next bit of you. Sink into your divine femininity, even if you are a male or masculine. We all have masculine and feminine inside of us. So sink into your divine feminine self. Get to know who that is. That part of you loves love. That part of you is empowered and beautiful and can dive deep into emotions and use emotions to make the world a better place. It's an incredible part of humanity. Be that version of you, partly because of what you've been through and the sacrifices that you've had to make. And then, well, on one hand they're saying be family, but then I feel like love is going to return to you. So if this is a lover of yours, I feel like they actually might come back to you and try to reach out to you, which often happens, right? If you're going into the holiday season, we often think about the people in our past and those that we've loved. I feel like someone considers you their family, even if you're not together anymore, and they might reach out to you. And I feel like those of you who are still in the relationship, that because you're able to forgive and work through what's happened and reunite in love, that you're going to feel more like family to each other than ever before. So be family. Be family to yourself, be family to each other. Allow that sacrifice to give you the messages and the lessons that it needed to give you. And then return to love, return to family. Do the work. As I mentioned earlier, most of my readings are timeless. I'm going to put the link in the description below for the general December reading for you. I think there's some really good stuff in there about love for the month entirely that you may be really interested in hearing, because this is, I think I'm tapping into a very similar message here. So I'll encourage you to listen to that one, the general reading posted in December, although it's written as timeless, because I think that there's something in there that you might really need to hear with regard to this connection. I think some of you might actually be twin flames as well. Not all of you, of course, but some of you. So I'm going to put a link in the description box below for another video of mine for twin flames. And I'm hearing too that the one I'm going to link for you has a message in there for your connection as well. That is one filled with many sacrifices and beautiful highs and painful lows. So know that the main purpose of that relationship is to awaken, to heal, to become whole in your masculine and feminine divine self, yourself, to bring up any wounds, which is the hurting part, and heal those wounds so that you can become your whole mystical, magical self. And so, yeah, check out that video that I'll link for you in the description that has to do with the twin flame journey, and there's something in there for you, twin flames, who are listening to this video now, okay? The final guidance and advice piece, let down your guard. Let down your guard. Let the lesson teach you, and then let it go. Let yourself grow and evolve because of it, and then let down your guard. Take in that wisdom, become a more evolved version of yourself, and then begin again, fresh start. And even look at the snow, as I was talking about going into the winter holidays, and we're mid-December here. Fresh start, begin again, but from a new level, because you're changed by the lessons and the growth that you have. You're changed. You're more of who you are. You're more of who you're supposed to be. So when you start again, it's a whole new ball game. Thank you for joining me by the fire today for this wonderful card reading. I hope that it helps you and supports you in some way. If you haven't already, please like, subscribe to my channel. If you'd like to hit the notification bell as well, go ahead and do that, so then you know when I upload all the videos for you. And if you want to see me, I'm over on Facebook as well, Cards with Kelly, as well as I've just started a new Instagram account. You can look me up there on Instagram. I'll be giving a little more insight into, my daily life. I've already got a picture up of one of my magical kitty cats. Of course, you might see some of my my beautiful elemental fairies up there as well. I'd love to see you there. And until next time, my magical friends, stay magical.